All right, let's get started. My name is Brad Stone, and I love fireworks. So tonight, I'm going to help you put a little boom, boom, pow into your 4th of July. So first, we got to know, where did fireworks come from? Well, just like everything, I think the Chinese beat us to it. They were created over 2,000 years ago in China. They made it to the U.S. once the U.S. actually became a country, which was when? Anybody know? It was actually July 2nd, 1776 was when Congress approved it. It was voted in on July 4th, which is the day that we celebrate. The first fireworks display recorded in history happened in 1820, and that was in Maine. Now that we've talked about some of the history, we need to know some of the rules and regulations. We want to make sure that you're abiding by the law. So in Oklahoma City, it is illegal to sell and shoot fireworks in Oklahoma City and most of the surrounding communities. I know. That's why I moved to Logan County, so I could shoot fireworks. So the first thing you need to do is put your house up for sale and move out by me. And I know some great realtors. The second thing is bottle rockets, cherry bombs, M80s. They're all illegal in the state of Oklahoma. Do not purchase them. You will get in big trouble if you're caught with those. Yeah, I know. Also, the selling season starts June 15th, so get ready. The fireworks are getting ready to go on sale. All right, next slide. Now we need to know what our product choices are. We've got 500-gram cakes. We've got 200-gram cakes. We've got Roman candles. We've got fountains. But who likes fountains? Those are for sissies, right? We don't like fountains. So when picking a firework, the names say a lot. Barely legal, one bad mother, not in my yard, one bad mother-in-law, the big dog. So to me, the crazier the name, the better the firework. I'm convinced that the marketing crews at these firework companies go to the state fair to choose the names for the next year's season. Yeah. So safety. You do not want your hand to end up like this guy unless you're trying to create some new handshake. That's not cool. So we want to be safe when we're shooting our fireworks. Always think safety first. How many of you have children out there? Anybody have kids? Okay, so kids and fireworks, you got to be extra careful here. This is not a good idea. Not a good idea. If you think either one of these things is a good idea, you should not be mixing kids and fireworks together. You should probably not even be a parent. I would like to see how that one ended. Bottom line, just use your brain. If you're going to mix alcohol and fireworks on your 4th of July, have a designated shooter. Have a designated shooter. So just think safely. Now we got to talk about music. Once you get your fireworks picked out, you need to have some nice tunes to back your show with. So we've got U2, 4th of July, AC/DC, TNT, Ozzy Osbourne, Fire in the Sky, and help me out on the last one, The Doors, Light My Fire. All right, now we're ready to put our show together, and this is one of my favorites to use. This is a 10-ball Roman candle. You light this sucker, you're going to shoot 10 beautiful balls, and that's the only time you'll ever hear me use those two words together, into the sky. But is that boom, boom, pow? No, it's not. That's why we take 48 of these, and we wrap them in duct tape. Yeah. And we quick fuse those together. And so what do you get with that? You get 480 beautiful balls flying into the sky within 20 seconds. And the crowd goes wild. That's how we start off the show. And what we do that with is quick fuse. On the top left there is green quick fuse. That burns 30 feet per second. Is that right? No. 30 seconds per foot. Sorry. The pink fuse burns 10 seconds per foot, and I'm getting my numbers mixed up here. And then the yellow fuse, which is what I use, it burns a foot every half second. So you got to light it and run like HELL to get out of there, which is why I stay so fit and trim, so I can get away from my fireworks once I get them lit. Once we have quick fuses mastered, then we're going to move on to more complex things like e-fire systems. So we can pre-wire our fireworks, and we can remotely control them from the comfort of our lawn chair and our shiner box in our right hand and enjoy our fireworks with our neighbors. You can purchase these online for a couple $100 going on up, and those are legal to use here in Oklahoma. So we've talked about a lot tonight. We've talked about the history of fireworks. We've talked about rules and regulations. We've talked about the different types of fireworks. We've talked about safety, which I stress is the most important thing. Always be safe. If your kids are under the age of 12, do not even let them touch fireworks unless you're right there with them. We've talked about your music selection, and we've talked about quick fuses and e-fire systems. And so now it's time for you to go out and put your show together. You've been armed with the knowledge to go out and put a great show together. We want to remember the bombs bursting in air this year, and most importantly, we want to thank and remember the men and women that have gone before us to fight for our freedom that we have in this country, to celebrate this beautiful holiday. I pray that you guys all have a boom, boom, pow 4th of July. My name is Brad Stone. You can look me up on Twitter. I'm BE Stone, or my website there, bradstone.me. You guys have a great night. Thanks for having me out.